Hi, hi. Hi, everybody. Christine McAlister here with you. I'm excited to be back. If you've been following my journey, you know that I have been in the hospital a little bit over the past week. Actually spent most of the last week over there. I'm getting some tests done. Hey, Mallory. Ahead of my expected delivery of my daughter. Everything is good and I'm back, and I've just been excited to be able to be back with you live here to talk about how you're keeping yourself stuck. Really feeling like I want to challenge you today because I have just been feeling and hearing from so many people who are keeping themselves stuck lately, and it's frustrating. So I'm here to provide the solution. Doesn't that sound awesome? So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christine McAlister. I'm the founder of Life with Passion, which teaches high-achieving, go-getting, motivated, driven women how to do what they love in a way that supports their life, creating the business of their dreams in a way that supports their life. So Life with Passion is the name of my company. I've started and run 4 companies, and Life with Passion is the one that I created to teach others how to do the same. So thank you for joining me today, and please know that I'm happy to take your questions while I'm here. This is why I'm here, to help you get motivated and you get inspired and you get beyond that place of feeling stuck. Because often what I find is this: the high achiever, the driven person, the motivated person, the big dreamer and doer, the person who's been recognized for their accomplishments, the total nerd in high school, the one who has always been called a go-getter, an independent person, a type A person, somebody who's really hard on themselves, but everybody else thinks is doing great. The person who knows she's meant for more. The person who just doesn't fit the mold and is wondering why they can't be happy in their job. Here's the thing that I find the most often that keeps that amazing person stuck. You ready? She feels like there's something wrong with her. Do you feel like there's something wrong with you that you haven't been able to figure it out yet? Can you relate to this idea that you want this, you have these big dreams, you are really motivated, and you know you've achieved great things in the past. You know you're a go-getter, you know you're a high achiever, you know you're capable of things, you've won the awards, you've done the stuff. Mallory says she can relate. And you just can't figure out what's wrong with you that you haven't been able to get the kind of freedom and the kind of income that you want. Isley, come here. My dog. I can relate too. And so this is what I want to share with you today. Very simple, very key. All right? You're keeping yourself stuck because you're telling yourself there's something wrong with you. When in reality, there's just something that you don't know yet. That is the only thing holding you back from your dreams. There's something you don't know yet. It could be how to feel more confident. It could be the lack of a clear plan that you trust. It could be the lack of a strategic support that you need. It could be the lack of encouragement, a lack of self-belief, that you feel unprepared, that you're feeling stuck, that you keep stopping and starting, that you get really excited about an idea, you start, and then you stop, and then you get discouraged. Or because you're discouraged, that's why you stop. You could be confused about why your dreams are there if they're not happening. Ame says, yes, this is exactly how I feel. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. You're meant to hear this message. You could be asking, maybe something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? Why am I not making this happen faster? You could be afraid of what others think. You could be afraid of failing. You could be afraid of being criticized. You could feel like you don't have enough time. You could be telling yourself you don't have enough money. You could be scared to leave your job because you don't know what to do or how to replace the income. All of these things can be reflections of you not knowing what's next and therefore keeping yourself stuck. Mallory says all of the above. So really what it boils down to, what every single one of those things that I just shared with you boils down to, is that you are feeling like there's something wrong with you, right? Every single one of those things I just shared, that you have a lack of confidence that's holding you back. Something wrong with you. You need more confidence. That you have a lack of a plan, that you aren't smart enough to figure it out. That you have a lack of strategic support, that you're not feeling prepared, right? Something's wrong with you, that you're feeling stuck. Something's wrong with you, that you keep stopping and starting. I'm that kind of person. Every single one of those things then gets internalized when you're a high achieving, motivated go-getter. It gets internalized and you turn it back around in yourself and you say there's something wrong with you, right? Now let me ask you a question. How is that helping? What is that doing for you? When you can recognize that telling yourself there's something wrong with you is a pattern that you picked up somewhere, it's a thought that you picked up somewhere and you believed somewhere, but that maybe it's not true, you open yourself up to changing. Ame says, it's doing nothing. It stresses me out and makes me stay static. Exactly. It keeps you stuck, right? It is doing something. It's keeping you stuck and it's keeping you stressed. But it's not doing what you want. It's not allowing you to move forward. Now, the reason that I know these things is because I was that person. I have always been a super high achiever. I was the scholarship girl, paralysis analysis, absolutely. And blaming it all on yourself, right? Oh, it's me. Because when you tell yourself all those things, then you wind up going, oh, it's me. There's something wrong with me. I think I'll go sit on the couch. I think I'll binge watch Netflix. And I think I'll find the nearest junk food. And that will be my evening because then I don't have to think about it. Listen. I get the self-doubt, the perfectionism, the fear of failure. That was me. Here's the one thing I did that changed it. I finally admitted it and I got some support. I got to the point where I decided that there was no point in having all of these dreams if I couldn't figure out a way to make them happen. I got super, super desperate, to be honest. I got to the point where I said, look, I've been trying for so many years to figure this out, figure out a way to run a business that I loved and travel and make the kind of money I wanted to and believe in myself the way I wanted to. And make a difference in the world the way I had always wanted to. Spend time with my horses, spend time with my dogs, spend time with the people in my life where I could actually be present and not just glued to my phone or my computer and just be obsessed with whatever was going on, waiting for the next email to come in so I could make another dollar. I've always been a really big dreamer and doer that anybody that you would ask would have said I was very capable, right? I made the good grades. I got the scholarships to the schools. I got the degrees. I became a professor when I was 23. I've worked at 3 Olympic Games. I have raised 2 service dogs. I've traveled the world. I've done all of this stuff, but guess what? I was still telling myself and believing that there was something wrong with me because everything I wanted in my mind wasn't happening in my life. So, if you can relate, which I know a lot of you can, here's what I want to share with you. If you're feeling stuck and you're telling yourself it's because there's something wrong with you, that can change. That can change right now. Because like I said earlier, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means there's something you don't know. T. Harv Eker says, if there's something you don't have, it just means there's something you don't know yet. Now, it might not be the perfect Facebook posting schedule if you have a business that you need to promote on Facebook. Although maybe it is. What I find most often is that for high achievers, the thing that's holding us back is not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of belief. It's a lack of belief in ourselves. It's a lack of belief in ourselves that will then spur us on to taking the action that's going to see those changes. And that all changed for me when I hired somebody to show me how to access that part of myself that believed in myself. So a way that you could be keeping yourself stuck is by saying, I have to figure it out. I have to figure it out. I'm independent. I'm type A. I'm smart. I can figure out anything I need to, and I can figure it out for free. I'm capable. I'll just work more. I'll just focus more. I'll just be better. I'll just be these things. The truth is, the question came in, what if you're not all of that? What if you're not all of what? What if you're not high achieving? Answer me. Give me a little more detail. What if you're not all of that? So the truth is that you have the opportunity to change all of that by getting some support. It's very simple. I have always been a huge reader and I've read all the books. None of that ever made a difference for me until I had somebody speak powerfully into my life about what they saw in me and how I could move forward fast. Now, I want you to know that that kind of support is available. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. I want you to know, I believe very deeply and know to be true, you are made with unique gifts. You're made with unique gifts. You have a calling. You have a purpose. You have a mission. And you know you do. That's why you're here. Mallory says, I love the support I'm getting from Christine and all our training. I'm so much better off than I was a month ago. Oh my gosh, Mallory, you're amazing. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being you. You are doing incredible work, and it's an honor to work with you. The one thing that I hear most is, I really, really want this. I really, really want this. I want it so bad. I can't. I really want this. I need this support. I'm ready to change. I'm committed to making this happen. I'm a 9 on a scale out of 1 to 10, but I can't. Pulling back into that old pattern of there's something wrong with me. Listen, I want you to know that you have the power to choose. I want you to know that you have the power to make a change. If you're resonating with this idea and you're like, yep, that's what I need. That's what I want. I want support. I've got news. If you're telling yourself the reason you haven't gotten support is because of the money, it's not the money. It's because you're prioritizing other things. So if you want to find somebody that you follow and try to get everything out of them that you can for free and follow all their stuff and whatever, you're going to get some results. But the truth is that until you make a commitment to invest, and by putting your money where your mouth is, you're not going to get the results you could be getting. Here's how I know that's true. I have talked to so many women who are like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to change. I have these big dreams. I'm so capable. Oh, this sounds so good. I'm so motivated to do it. I have a $97 program that can do all of that for them, can provide them with the support they need to move forward now, and they don't want it. Now, they said they couldn't afford, working with me 3 months for $5,000. And maybe they didn't have that money, and that's not my place to judge. But when I have something available for the cost of a pair of nice jeans or a dinner and drinks out, and people don't sign up, I know it's not about the money. It's about valuing other things more than moving forward, or it's about fear. It's about keeping yourself stuck because that's where you've been, and that is the place you're comfortable. And you get to decide because it's your life. But at the same time, you got to be honest with yourself about what's really going on. You got to be honest with yourself about what's really going on. It's like being given the opportunity for something and having it held out right in front of you and then going, I'm just kidding. I wasn't that serious. You weren't that serious about changing your life. Mallory says it's an amazing deal. Make the commitment to change your life. Love it. Thank you. Listen, I just want you to be honest with yourself. Honesty and being genuine and authentic are some of my biggest values. I call it like I see it, and I see way too many people held back by fear. Way too many people held back by fear. When you're talking about something like this, like my program that's $97, what are you afraid of? What's the risk? It's $97, right? You're on this scope, which means you have access to technology and the internet that costs more than $97. You have a burning desire to change your life and to run your own business. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of change? Are you afraid of failing? Start practicing those trust muscles in yourself that if your intuition says to go for something, then go for it. Start behaving like the driven, motivated high achiever who used to accomplish a lot more before she got herself stuck where she is now. Stop telling yourself there's something wrong with you and prove by taking action that there's not. That you are now a person who makes up her mind quickly and changes her mind slowly. That you are now a person who moves forward on behalf of her dreams rather than blaming everyone and everything else for the reasons why they haven't come true, because you do have the power to make them happen. If you don't know where to start, here's a place. Go to the link in my profile. If you're on Periscope, Facebook Live, lifewithpassion.com, get/get-traction. It's in the caption. Check it out. Seriously. It's $97 for 6 modules, 8 audio trainings. And I made it so cheap that anybody could afford it. That was my goal. Thank you, Mallory. lifewithpassion.com/get-traction. Listen, it describes what you're going to get out of it, goes into a lot of detail on each of those modules and how it's going to help. I just want you to get the help and support that you need. And this is the way that I figured I could reach the most people, is to make it as inexpensive as a nice dinner out with the potential to change your life forever. The choice is up to you. If you are feeling like you're stuck, if you're feeling like there's something wrong with you, you can change that right away. You have the ability to tell yourself, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm going to move forward with confidence because I have the power to change my reality right now. That's my intention for you today. My name's Christine McAlister. I'm glad you joined me. It's great to see you. I'd love to hear what you think. If you're not already in my private Facebook group, Life with Passion Society, get on over there. I'd love to support you. Check out my website, lifewithpassion.com. Tons and tons of inspiration over there. And check out this program. The price goes up on Friday to $197. I want everybody to have access to it between now and then. $97. Get traction on your passion. Move you forward with focus, with clarity, with a simple plan, and with the self-belief that you need. What's been holding you back? Thank you for joining me. Mallory says, I just finished the first module and it helped me tremendously with my focus on my goal. Awesome. Awesome. The people who get the biggest results, the ones that I work with at a high level, I help them to focus. That has been the key. And so what I've done here is I've taken those techniques that I use at the $5,000 coaching package level with me and I put them in this $97 product for you so that you can use it, you can do it on your own time, and you can do it in a way that's more comfortable for you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. I'll see you soon. Christine McAlister of Life with Passion, signing off. Bye.